Hey, how's it going?
Howdy ho.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Set Violin. So I was scrolling YouTube the other day, lying in bed as you do, at like 4 a.m. in the morning because I couldn't sleep.
As you do.
As I do. And then I saw this video from, I can't remember who. It wasn't like a YouTuber, it was just some random person channel made a video called If I Could Only Listen to 3 Classical Pieces for the Rest of My Life, what they would be. And I thought that would be such an interesting question to talk about. And so I thought today we will make this video and share with you guys. If we had to pick 3 pieces and nothing else, like we can't listen to any other classical piece ever again, what would those 3 pieces be? And I just had to up it to 5. 3 was too little.
Yeah, sometimes, you need a bit more variety.
Yeah. So that is the challenge today. Do you want to start?
My very first one, Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto. Just because I played it, I know it, so kind of makes it more enjoyable to listen to. I think you have to really know the piece also to really enjoy it fully as well, right? Yeah, I was also thinking, I also want to be able to play it. So imagine you can't hear it.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So imagine.
No. I was just thinking about listening. I wasn't thinking about playing. But technically, you can't play if you can't listen to it. Right?
Exactly. If you never heard it, you don't really know what it's supposed to sound like. So I picked Tchaikovsky first, and yeah, it was a 2 mil subscriber one. That's probably the main reason why. It's pretty epic. It's got all the chops, scales, double stops, 3 crazy movements, slow parts, fast parts.
It is one of the best violin concertos out there.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, Sibelius Violin Concerto. Don't call me basic. Sibelius Violin Concerto is really good.
Nah, it is.
And it's really hard to play. I know it, trust me. And you know too. The orchestra part is not easy.
You guys will be able to listen to it very soon.
So tune in soon. Yeah, Sibelius Violin Concerto. Okay, it's another violin concerto, but it's very different to Tchaikovsky.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Tchaikovsky is this warm graciousness in it. Sibelius to me is like very cold and intimate. Can't really explain it.
I was
It
like,
gives you
I
the
wonder
chills.
how he's gonna describe
Yeah,
it.
it gives me. Okay, to be honest, Sibelius gives me more chills than Tchaikovsky. Also, Sibelius was a violinist, so he kind of wrote things that made sense to the violin.
No. You're making Sibelius sound easier now.
Okay, it's
That
not
is
easier.
so not true.
It's not easier.
Sibelius is so hard.
Yeah, but it makes more sense.
I mean, Sibelius, for those of you that don't know, like Brett, he had dreams,
Yeah,
Sibelius.
had dreams.
And he wanted to be a soloist. Basically, he realized he couldn't make it as a violin
Yeah,
soloist.
I know how that feels like.
Too many prodigies,
Yes.
even back in Sibelius' time. And so he was like, I guess I'll just be a composer. But thankfully he did, because he's such a great composer.
Dude, I don't know if that's a blessing in disguise or not.
Oh,
'Cause
dude, imagine
if
violinist
he
and there
became a
was no-
violinist, I don't think he'll be writing all this work.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of the concerto?
The development of the first movement, I think. Da, 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 da.
It's not the development. It's the second subject.
Oh, second subject. Oh,
Bro!
true. It's the
Roasted!
Okay,
Someone
fine.
needs to. I mean, that's not really practice. It's more like music study.
Theories. Yeah, guys, it's been 10 years since I've been. Okay, well, the second subject is something about the chords. It just hits home. Like,
Oh,
it hits home every time.
except for when I play it.
In terms of like violin, like eargasm, I think that's
Yeah. No, it's one of the best moments.
One of the
in
best
all
moments in violin
I
playing.
agree with you on that one.
third piece for me would be Mahler 5. Because when I was in QIS, one of the first ones I played, and it's just such a big difference to everything else.
I never got to play Mahler 5,
Oh, really?
But I love it. I love it a lot.
It's so fun to play.
Yeah.
And last-
Orchestras, invite me to play Mahler
I
5.
know, let's go, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so broad and grandiose, and there's so many different types of emotions in it. It's just like, that's Mahler to me.
You said you first played in youth orchestra.
Yeah.
What was it like for you then?
I had no idea what it was. Okay, let's be really honest, some truth time. When I first played an orchestra, I was like, what is this piece. It's all over the place. It's too complex. It's not even enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah.
I think I was like 13, 14. But now it kind of grows into you. The more you listen to it, you're like, damn, bro, how did you write that?
Do you remember the moment you started liking Mahler?
I think when I joined AYO, that's when I started developing a relationship with symphonic works, to be honest. Yeah, and I feel like it comes with age as well, you know.
I'll let you guys in on a secret, by the way. Anyone that you talk to and they say, I listen to Mahler, they're legit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people that pretend to love classical music.
And they go, I listen to the Four Seasons.
It's just
no offense, I just offended a lot of people.
If you want to really join the elite,
of the
you
classical,
know, like if you want to come across as you truly understand the culture of symphonic repertoire, name drop Mahler, because noobs don't know Mahler.
But now that we've made this video, it's too late now. Everyone's gonna be like, I do Mahler. It's like, too set. No, but Mahler's great, yeah. Okay, next one, let's keep going. Bach, the Andante from the second sonata. Because I played it, and I've always liked playing it.
It's so hard, I can't
It's
play
so hard to do, but I just love getting that melody and the bass line together. To me, it's kind of quite a nostalgic movement.
Yeah, I think musically it's definitely one of my favorite movements, but like, I just hate playing it. Because
it's hard to play. I spent so many hours on it.
You played it for competitions, I remember.
Yeah.
And that was like your piece that you used to win
So
like
clutch.
Clutch prize and stuff, right?
So clutch. Saved me.
Back in the day where we used to win violin competitions.
I know, all the
And
prizes.
it looks like we're just YouTubers now, you know?
Bach Prize, Sonata Prize, Paganini Prize, Matilda Jane, Roland David Clifford. I still remember. And a Brisbane Club Award Prize.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, and the last one is my lo-fi.
Bro, that's not... I mean, I guess it's contemporary classical
Yeah, it's
music.
contemporary. Let's just call it contemporary.
It's got a viola line in it.
Just because it's there. And you know what? Life is too short. You gotta listen to it. Let's go.
Alright, my turn. Alright, I gotta confess, when I thought about this, I didn't think about playing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, playing's different, I'm allowed to play.
Yeah.
So let's have that assumption,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
I'm still allowed to play
Okay.
all the violin pieces. First one that came to my mind was Debussy, obviously.
Oh, I thought so.
Because I have it's basically like a musical love affair with Debussy. The hard part for me though was actually picking the piece. You know, Reverie is one of my favorites, but I ended up choosing Prelude to the Afternoon Faun.
Oh.
There's a story to that actually. This was back when I was first discovering orchestral music. I think I was like 12, 13, maybe 13, 14. It was during a time where I think either my dad or my sister bought me a little CD album of like orchestral classics. You know? And there was always this one like Debussy, Prelude to Afternoon Faun that I never heard about. It wasn't a famous piece I recognized.
Yeah.
And I never really listened to it because, I mean, if you listen to it, the opening is kind of like, it's a bit strange.
When
It's
you
like
first
one flute and it's doing like a dissonant tritone.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit weird, so I was always like, I'll just skip it, right? But then I remember one day, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna commit to listening to every piece. And so I listened to the Debussy and it blew my mind. I can't even describe it. I think there was a sound that I had never heard before. I think this also has something to do with my perfect pitch. Because it was during a time where I was developing my perfect pitch and I was able to very clearly hear when I listened to like, oh, that's C major, A major, whatever.
Yeah.
And Debussy was like, it eluded that. I was just hearing colours.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god. You know how like music is it's like 4/4, 3/4. You can hear the phrases and the beats.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
There's this one bit in the climax where the strings and melody and the accompaniment, they're almost existing two different times. And then I was like, I couldn't tell where the beat was, but it didn't sound like random either.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of contemporary music is like they're deliberately random or syncopated. But
Yeah.
it was like I was like tripping out, but like musically.
He confuses you with everything,
Yeah.
but yet so beautiful. It makes sense
Yeah.
despite being so confusing.
Yes. Ever since then, though, I looked up the score and I knew what was actually written, and it ruined the magic.
Oh.
I wish I never did it, but that's definitely one of my favorites.
Nice.
I'll listen to.
Next one.
You guys can probably tell I'm a sucker for like orchestral music. So for me, Sibelius Symphony Number 7.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone gets like that
Ooh la
reaction. Right?
la!
Seven is actually one movement because it's like 4 movements condensed into one, and so the kind of density of music idea is so compact.
Yeah.
And Sibelius became known as a symphonist, and 7 was his, in a way, like his magnum opus. Sibelius's symphonies, what he's so amazing at doing is kind of developing ideas. I think the analogy that I once read is like when you listen to Symphony 7, you don't go, oh, this first movement, oh, this first subject, this second subject. It's not clear. It kind of just feels like you're walking or driving along in a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of always seeing like the destination. And before you realize, the views change so much. There's no
That's
like
true.
defining moment of changes.
I never really paid attention to that.
From like minute 2 to minute 6 is like one line. 4 minutes.
Oh, that's crazy. Takes a genius to do that, by the way.
I think, oh man.
It's crazy.
Alright, this video's gonna go too long because I'm getting too like nerd mode activated. So the next 3, let's go. Alright, third one for me is Ravel.
Oh yeah.
Back to the French.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Ravel, my favorite is the string quartet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's like
You can see I'm more like I'm a sucker for like.
Eddie doesn't
late
like it when you
romantic.
make clear signals in music.
Is that a good thing or bad thing? I'm a sucker for late romantic / early 20th century, like post-romantic. But it was actually my introduction to chamber music. I first heard it in AYOCAM. And I just remember the colors and the sound that he was able to make with just 4 instruments.
Yeah.
He makes the viola sound good.
I know.
That's how good it is.
The one time that the old numbers.
Alright, moving on. Strauss, 4 last songs.
Ooh, Strauss.
I never thought I would say this, but Singer Gang, the 4 last songs, especially the 4th one, bro, you have to listen to it. I had a friend who introduced me to the works, and oh my god, it's the most golden, warm, beautiful sound you'll ever get from an orchestra. I'll link my favorite recording in the description below too, because that lady who's singing it just like, I don't even know how you do that with the voice as well. You know how like some singers, it's like, I mean, no offense.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah,
like-
it's true.
it's like-
But some- yeah.
She sounds like another instrument that's blending with the orchestra,
Yeah.
but she's the soloist.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, that's something.
Yeah.
That's something.
And the lyrics are very sad too. It's about like dying.
Oh no.
So it's like,
Can relate.
oh my god. I'll listen to it on my deathbed, like when I'm 80. Last one. I was tossing up between Beethoven 9 or Mahler 9.
Ooh.
I think for variety's sake, just so it's not like everything's romantic and post-romantic, I'll choose Beethoven 9. I think if one piece for me was to represent Western classical music, it would be Beethoven 9.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's got everything in
Has
there.
everything. And in a way, he represents, for me at least, perfect harmony between rationality, logic in music, and emotion.
And on top of that, he did it when he couldn't hear.
That's crazy too, yeah.
And it's also very sad as well because he can't
Yeah.
hear in the real world. It's all in his head.
Do you guys know the story about Symphony Number 9? It's going from suffering, his pure suffering, to transcending,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
why
yeah.
the end is so glorious.
Yes.
It was his finding his meaning of life from wanting to kill himself because he was suicidal because he was deaf and he's a musician, all the way to that victory of knowing that he was on this earth for a reason.
Yep.
The story goes that when he finished conducting, oh man, it's so sad thing about it. They actually had a fake conductor because he couldn't hear. So he was just beating it, right? And they actually finished the piece, but Beethoven didn't know, so he was still conducting. And so I think the concert master died. Tap him, be like, oh, turn around. And the story goes, he turned around and there was like a standing ovation, and Beethoven just started crying.
That man deserves everything.
Alright guys, it's been a very long video.
We hope you educated you. What are your top 5 picks actually? Comment below, let us know. Once again, if you say you know Mahler, sophisticated. Got good taste.
Alright, bye.
Bye.